All right. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is Art Banaka here. I'm not gonna keep you guys for too long. I haven't really been keeping up to date with what's been going on in the African American community. I've been glancing through it, and but something that's been going on for I guess the past week now is the hashtag what ADOS. Yeah, American descent ADOS, yeah, American descendant of slaves. So it's actually pretty interesting. It's it's pretty interesting some of the claim that has been going on. Um, and there has been a lot of good points. One of the one of the claim that has been said by African American was that they are being replaced. They are slowly being replaced as the new black in America. Whether it's for movie roles, they have to compete now. University, which a lot of African descent as well as islanders, they coming through and actually taking over some of those university spots using the what you call it. Hmm. You using some of these preferable I forgot the name of it. Basically, like when they give blacks special treatment or scholarships, they have like a certain mandate on they need certain amount of blacks to actually attend colleges and so on and so forth. And the complaint is that a lot of these African American are being replaced by Africans, by Caribbeans, and in a lot of places. So I understand that frustration. But let's tackle some of the key issues here. Let's see the bigger picture. Let's try to see the bigger picture. I understand where you might see that you are being replaced, but you also are missing out on what is truly going on. It is a global market. It is a global market, and therefore, when Hollywood, when Hollywood cast a black person that is not African American, but is say Nigeria or from Ghana or from Haiti or wherever or Jamaica, right? But what you guys don't understand is it also give an opportunity to actually tap into a new market. So for example, if I know that a major role is being played by a Haitian, then therefore it gives me more interest now to actually support that movie, to um yeah, to throw support in that movie. And a lot of Haitian people would also then feel the same way. Perfect example. I didn't give a fuck about tennis until that girl whooped Serena's ass. Why is that? Because she was half Haitian. Super Bowl. I don't care much about American football. I don't. Until I found out that the touchdown that happened in the last Super Bowl was done by Haitian descent. So now that piques my interest. So it's the same thing. When a British actor is playing African American role, guess what? It's not because they're just taking your job, but that's because now they're bringing in that British money. They're bringing in that British audience. When an African is playing an African American role, you now bringing in the African dollars. Cause see, but African Americans, there's also huge opportunities for you as well. There's a large opportunity for you as well. You know that a lot of countries they're actually looking for those who can actually play the American accent. Say for example, right? let's say you go in Poland, right? Or you live in Poland. You want to become an actor. You are African American actor, and you want to play a gangster in Poland. Listen, ain't no black Polish person can actually pull off an American accent. Now imagine if you learn the language, if you learn how to speak Polish, right? And then now you infiltrate the the Polish film market. You could actually be a huge star or a huge African American star in Poland or in various other countries in the European market. Matter of fact, you don't even have to do that. I'll give you a perfect example. You know how not Cat William, that short little that midget dude. Um that comedian guy. He was actually beefing with, oh, how the fuck I can't remember his name. Wait. Ah, I know what I'm talking about. I can picture it. You know what? Fuck it. Let me just do something real quick. Uh, Let me Google that shit. Okay, famous black comedian. That shit's driving me nuts. Oh, Chris Rock. Nope. Jamie Foxx. Oh, yeah, you are, you little midget. Yes, Kevin Hart. Jesus, I'm so out of date with that shit. All right, so Kevin Hart, right? You know, one of the key success to Kevin Hart is not because that he actually was just advertising his stand up here in America. He actually toured all across Europe, England, you name it, any Western country in Europe, this motherfucker was there. He actually, like, people thought he couldn't be done, but he actually tapped into the European market to black people all over the world, and now he's huge. So it's the same thing. Now imagine, also put it this way, right? You know, a lot of these boy bands, your favorite boy bands back in the days, the Backstreet Boys, the NSYNC, a lot of these dude actually used to break through in the European market first, and then they would come back here in the States and make their money. So hip hop is huge in the African American community. But to the point now, it's even harder as a black person. It's even harder now as a black person to make a breakthrough in hip hop because the market is so flooded. So therefore, what do? Why don't you just go overseas? You can actually, because of you being an American, you can actually now compete with British rappers because they can't really pull off that American accent, that gangster yo. I can't even do it. So therefore, you can compete with the British rappers. You can compete with Germany, France, all these people. It's like, okay, you make a little name for yourself, right? You might not be that famous. Boom, you tour overseas. You make a name for yourself there. You go, you hustle hard, and next thing you know, you get huge over there. You get that bag. So then what the fuck is the problem? What is really the problem? Because yeah, I understand that you feel like you have to compete now with black people that are not African American. But you also now hold the advantage in their on their own home turf. Isn't that the whole model where, like, you go overseas, all you got to do is claim that you're an American, and bitches flux to you? Isn't that the whole point? You feel like you are a king. You can't be a king everywhere, man. You can't be a king over there, but you can expect to be a king in your own home. You know why? Because the market is flooded. Now, Hollywood only care about making money. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your ancestry shit. They don't care about your history. No, they care about bringing in as much money as possible. So then, therefore, when they're hiring those Africans, to play your role. When they're hiring those Caribbeans to play a role, it's because they try to bring in those African dollars. They try to bring in those Caribbean dollars. Those African, I mean, those Caribbean descent now gonna support those movies. Those African descent gonna support those movies. Because money, dude, money rule the world. You cannot expect people to do what's right for you. No, they got to do things that's right for them. It's business. It's not personal. It's business. Same thing as when they come over here and compete with your job. Because the employer is looking at it from a business perspective. Okay. Should I hire the African American who's going to tell me that he doesn't need this job? Or should I hire the African that's going to be more than grateful and he's actually going to be more docile and he's only there to try to make that money? And then therefore he's going to bite his time, bite his tongue, and gain something out of it. Because they see further ahead. I'm not saying that African Americans have issue keeping jobs and all that shit. No, that's not the case. You have a lot of, dude, a lot of them are hardworking people. But the employer is looking at it from customer service wise. Who's gonna provide better customer service for my customers? When let's say that you go to McDonald's, right? Who would you be rather served by? Let's say that you come across two black chicks, right? One of them that's gonna be like, uh-huh, what can I help you? God, I did this so well. That's scary. Or you're gonna have like a Caribbean or an African that hasn't really been emerged in the urban culture, and that's gonna give you less attitude when they're serving you your meal. you know So that's my point. You have to look at it through every angle. And that hashtag, matter of fact, fuck it, what's the name of that fucking hashtag? Yeah, that hashtag ADOS is the least of your problem. The problem that African American are facing is a problem of image. It's a problem of image. You have to be able to find a way for people to constantly want to work with you. And that is something that's going to come over time. And that's going to take a level of discipline. All these Africans, Haitians, or whatever, we all got our problems too. I mean, shit, look at what the fuck's going on in Haiti. It's a huge blow to our image. It shows the rest of the world that we can't keep a fucking government for shit. Anytime shit don't goes our way, we just protest, burn shit down. So it's all we can do is try to actually have the best people represent our image. Just like what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to represent Haiti the best way that I can by being logical, by trying to have a better understanding of how the world works, by not trying to be a buffoon. So it's the same thing as African American. When you go places, you have to try to represent who you are the best way that you can. So until then, listen, people are opportunists. People are opportunists. They're gonna go wherever the money at. And whoever's trying to make that money is an investment. They're seeing it as an investment. They're gonna choose whoever's gonna bring them more money. It's not that African American don't have talents. They have plenty of talents. Shit, fuck it. All these football players, right, that retired. You make enough money that you don't even really have to work anymore. As a matter of fact, you can take jobs other places. You can teach, you could become a football coach in Africa. You could actually expand the whole football enterprise. Dude, there's so much opportunities out there in the world. You can't all be kings and queens here in just one place. Spread your seat, conquer, go out and conquer. Just like them Africans are doing. There are opportunities out there. You might not. Let's say, for example, you all washed up as a football player, or as a basketball player. You're not gonna get a coaching job in the NBA. Your baby mama or your wife just divorce your ass because now you're home all the time. So what are you gonna do? Stay in Hollywood where everything's all expensive? Or you move somewhere in Africa, you could still live like a king over there, and you get a great fucking coaching job teaching basketball. It might not be as much money. It might not be in the millions of dollars and shit like that, but that money you're getting is gonna take you a lot further. And as a matter of fact, you're doing it for a bigger recognition. Recognition. It's not always about the money. I mean, shit. Sometimes I take jobs that don't even pay that well. But the fact that I found peace and I found a certain level of satisfaction with it that makes me happy, I stay with it. And I get to learn something. And then once I get to a level that I need to be at, and all the opportunities, comes by, that is better. And then I move on without having to burn any bridges. So, ADOS, I understand what you guys are trying to do. But there's a way bigger picture at place. So, you feel like you are being replaced? All right. Then that means it's time for you to pack your bag, go out there and conquer all these movie producers, dude. Spike Lee can actually run African theaters right now. He can run this shit. He go to Ghana. He actually take fucking, he create his own little Hollywood right over there. Or go to what was you have Bollywood, you have the whole Nigerian movie shit, right? He works with other producers there. They can actually create wonders. They coming over here, you go over there. You already do anyway. You don't have to go over there and just trick your money out and just talk about how you're American and shit like that. And that's all that matters. Nah, go in there and invest, as some of y'all are doing. And those who actually are doing this shit, you don't see them complaining that much. Nah. So go out there and invest. The world is yours. You have a passport. You have no fucking border. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Dude, one of my favorite YouTubers, he's studying in Poland right now. Easy as hell to get a visa. Just relaxing. Making great money online. And with the living expenses cheaper over there. Dude, like, I'd be going to Poland for like 3 months at a time. Just stay there, relax. And I don't work when I'm over there. That money that I bring with me brings me a long fucking way. So it's the same thing. Like, you guys can do it as well. Say that you have, you having some problems with your rap career over here, right? What do? You make a buzz online. You don't just get your own people. You get other nations to listen to your shit. Next thing you know, you start tapping into the different markets, the Polish markets, the German markets, the French markets. You tap into that market, dude. They want American entertainers. They love American entertainers. But over here in the States, the market is flooded for you. There's no more people you could actually bring into the industry. That's why these Hollywood people, that's why these music producers, they actually rather go overseas and get talents from overseas and bring it over here. Because they're not try to just bring the talent over here. They try to bring the people, the following of that said talent. If you find the Beyonce of Nigeria, you bring it over here, guess what? All the Nigerians now gonna tap into that market. They're gonna actually support their own. You found the Jamaican Jay-Z, and then you make him famous over here. Now all them Jamaicans gonna support him. It's the same thing. Look how this kid from Canada, Drake. A lot of white people listen to him. It's not just Americans, not just a white American. There's also Canadians, people, other races, other culture, other countries. Expand your brand. You have to expand your brand. That's it. The world is yours. You go out there and you conquer. There's opportunities. You go out there, you compete for it. Just like the Africans are doing with you. Just like them Haitians are doing with you. That's how it is. But anyways, this is Art Banaka. Share, like, comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think I'm wrong? I want to hear where my perspective fall flat. So criticize me. Constructive criticism. I want to learn from you guys. And yes, subscribe. I'm trying to reach I'm trying to reach 700 subscribers. I'm like what, 6 subscribers away for that. So yeah, make it happen. Subscribe. Peace.